You know, let's say you guys are married or to be married, right? You want to know why did this person chose you.
I
Also says
love.
it's like a song to my ears. Is what she said.
I enjoy when you're talking about like, honey, why did you choose me to? Why did you marry me in the first place?
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Today we're at the beach and we have an exciting topic, and that is making the most out of your marriage.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, especially when you have in public eye,
Yeah.
people cannot discuss
Uh-huh.
or cannot have more fun in
Yeah.
their marriage because of like the fear of like, how about later on if we get divorced,
Yeah.
people will think like
Mhm.
we were just acting.
Yeah.
I feel like that fear makes you to not have more fun in your relationship if you're
100%.
thinking about like, oh, how other people sees me after
Right.
maybe something can happen because
Yeah.
it's not, this thing is not
Yeah.
for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've heard people that say that, hey, I don't want to have a lot of fun in my relationship because what about if I get divorced later? صح? So this person can use against me the good memories, which is a weird thing to say.
Wait, how about if you live with this person next
Yeah.
7 years?
You cannot
in
live
your
in a
life?
fear knowing that one day you might get divorced, so therefore I'm not going to enjoy myself.
What's one thing that I hate the most? Do you know?
Okay, what is it?
You don't remember? I think I told you.
Regrets?
Yes.
Is it? Oh, okay, there you go.
I don't like to live a life that I have a regret.
Yeah.
Let's say after 1 year, let's say if I don't show love with my husband,
Yes.
and guess what? Something can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
go in a wrong way.
Yeah.
I don't want to live a life that I'm saying like, oh, I wish the year I was living with my husband,
Yeah.
I wish I showed him more love.
Yeah, you wish you
So-
made the most out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate the most.
Yeah.
Like I hate when people say, oh, I wish if I will do that more.
Yeah.
Why
you
not
can't
today?
regret later.
Why
You
not
can do it
today?
today, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like we just want to make the most out of every day because anything can happen tomorrow. You know, you could die tomorrow, right?
That's
Divorce
why.
can happen.
Yes.
God knows, like say the war can end, the in-laws can fight, you name it, anything can happen.
Not only divorce, also
So-
like you did touch a little bit that topic of, I think I always talk about this, like before you left home,
Yeah.
we need to say and greet each other and say good words.
100%.
We don't know what's gonna happen after you left
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're driving, you know. So
Oh, you talk
accident
about
can
saying
happen.
a good word to your
Yeah,
spouse
so
before they leave the house.
Yes, and being in a good place before you leave the house. Because
Yeah.
how about if you get accident?
That is true.
How about if the next thing that you heard is like, oh, your wife is died because of car accident?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't want to live that life of saying like, oh, I wish I did tell my husband that I love you the last time he was he was leaving the house.
Yeah.
You know.
Another thing I would say actually that you can make the most out of your marriage, even though anything can happen, it could be divorce, it could be death, whatever, right? Just make the most out of it. It's actually taking a road trip. You could take one day, all right, like a weekend road trip, just one night staying at a different state. Yeah. And you'll be surprised how much you can make out of it. So
that's
the memories.
That's
You see
where we
this?
are today.
The beach that you're seeing here is one weekend, honestly. We decided we're gonna go out for one night, you know, do a road trip, go back to where Coaster used to stay at.
Yes, before, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to live like a life that I can have a good memory.
Yes.
Next, maybe 10 years from
100%.
now, I want to look and go back to this memory, and
100%.
I tell my husband like,
Yeah.
do you remember when we were young?
Yeah. Do you remember when we went to this beach here talking about this topic, right? Like when the sun was setting, right? And like a lot of this stuff is gonna compound. So later on, like let's say hypothetically, you're 80 years old. So you look back at all these photos and you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy I was able to capture this memories. And not worrying about like, oh, what about if divorce happened, therefore I can't enjoy myself because people is gonna use it against me, right? That's a lot of hypothetical examples.
Why not thinking about the positive things?
That's true. Why not?
Until the negative things later on.
Exactly. That's 100% true. You also touched about saying like a good words to your spouse.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how important that is. Like texting them and just being like, hey, honey, like I missed you, or I hope you have a wonderful day. Those small little things like compound, right?
Especially like at work when you send to me that message and say to me like, honey, or cute message,
Yeah.
I will feel like, oh, I'm blushing.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody is
It's
thinking
like-
about you. طبعا.
And coming home, preparing that food and waiting me to have fun or go somewhere.
Spending time together, honestly, creating memories, and I would say take a lot of photos. No, a lot of videos. You'd be surprised. Like sometimes I'm in the office, right, working. I might be tired, and my iPhone have this thing called memory roll. Out of the blue, I see Kausar enjoying herself in the beach. And I'm like, when was that, right? Or I see Kausar in the woods, right, picking up some kind of branch from the floor. And I'm like, oh, I remember it was that day.
So it's like every single day we do take a lot of photos.
100%.
And also, I feel like the other thing that you can make most out of it is like praying together. That's a big one thing.
Oh my God, how do I forget that?
Yeah, we do
Prayer
that.
is so important, especially if you're Muslim, right? That should be the easiest thing for you to master.
Especially Fajr prayer.
Fajr prayer, even Maghrib,
Isha, we are together. Yes.
100%. And if you're a man, right, you gotta read the Quran, what do they call it, melodiously, beautifully. Let's just fast be like, oh, mashallah, he can read Quran very beautifully. صح? That is the time. What is it? Maghrib, Isha, and Fajr.
Even Fridays, I see you in the masjid though. Yeah. Even though we don't drive together because you are at work and coming to the masjid, and I'm at home most of the Fridays and go to the masjid. Yes. And I watch you on the
100%.
Yes.
You know, one thing I really enjoy that we do really often is reaffirming why you really like the other person. Right? So we could talk about like, hey, what was it that I chose you to become my spouse?
Yes.
It's a small little words that really strengthen your relationship.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm sure you're, you know, let's say you guys are married or to be married, right? You want to know why did this person chose you? Also says it's like a song to my ears.
I enjoy when you're talking about like, honey, why did you choose me why did you marry me in the first place? And you will tell me like that was the unique thing. Yeah. That was the unique thing.
Like, tell me all the qualities that made you choose me.
I enjoy.
Exactly. You're like, why was it not the other girls too? She's like, dash the other girls, right, and raise me up. So, that's what I love.
And actually, one thing that I like the road trip is like we have that little quality time that 100%. We can talk a lot. Yeah. We can revisit our memory like 2 years ago.
100%. Yeah. And again, it doesn't have to be a long vacation. We're talking about really road trip, which is like go Saturday, come back on Sunday. So this beach that we're staying at right now is very beautiful. Inshallah, we're gonna touch a little bit of the water. Where's Kausar? There she is, right? We're gonna touch a little bit of the water. This is just one night. We're leaving tomorrow. So we're gonna have like, let's say.
Are we gonna wait? Yeah. We leaving tomorrow? I forgot.
What, you thought this is a long vacation?
No, honey, we're not leaving. Oh.
Tomorrow, remember? It's one night we're staying.
Today was Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. Sunday we're leaving. Yeah. I understand sometimes we're tired during the workday, but if you could plan something and it doesn't have to be expensive again, road trip is the best way to do it. You know, there's one thing we just spoke about today that you could actually take more vacation, right? You actually said while we were at a studio, which means it's pretty small. And Kausar said, you know what? I would rather live in a studio that's like one bedroom, right? And if that means we get to save more money, that I was like, wow. Now imagine if you could live in a studio. Yes, for the girls, they might say, no, I need my 3 beds or my 2 beds, right? Yeah. But if you could live on a studio, you can travel more.
We can travel more.
If you live in a studio, you can save more, right? And it's up to your hands, basically, whatever you want to do with it. But طبعا, if you stay at a place like that's more expensive, then your vacations are limited.
Yeah, the other thing that I like traveling is like life's not guaranteed.
That's true.
You know,
100%.
maybe next 10 years from now, one of us may be sick and maybe we can't travel.
100%. It's gonna happen.
Maybe we will have more kids. Yeah. Maybe we can't afford.
Yeah.
It's like maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
So live the moment.
Honestly,
and enjoy what you have.
And enjoy what you have. I love that.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna wrap up this video here, Sahman.
I love this video.
I love it too. And we'll see you guys on the next one. And take care. Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.
Bye.